Hi guys, and yeah, this is the manager mode which I am doing with Liverpool. So yeah, as you just quickly see, we're just sorting out the Champions League and the Europa League. So yeah, I've been put with Bayern Leverkusen, AIK, someone, I don't know who the other one is in my group. So yeah, I'm just gonna quickly download the new squads, which obviously won't contain people from last time. Yeah, just sorting out the name. And so, yeah, yeah, obviously now I'm just gonna quickly load up the, well, say load it up, more like just obviously just save it, and then you'll soon be straight into the transfer window. Don't know how long this is actually gonna take. So this is obviously just gonna be the first month of the transfer window, and so with a few surprising uh, signings from other teams. So yeah, that's what it's going to basically be. So now we're obviously just going to get 16 million with 110. Europa League and the Domestic Cup, I think is what they've called it. So obviously we're just going to start the sort the squad out by obviously placing people on the loan list. And so Man City do actually want Matt Hummels in the team. So obviously John Shelby is going to be put on the loan list. Suso is on the loan list. Cotes, I think, is on it. Yeah, just for them to basically gain some experience. Wisdom also. Martin Kelly I did actually add to the transfer list with John Joe Shelby. Andy Carroll, yeah, did I? No. Brad Jones I put on the transfer list because I was. So then here come the loan list. McKendy, McCoughlin, I think's how you pronounce him. Danny Ward, Adam Morgan, Sonny Yeasel, Jordan Iebe, Connor Cody, actually no, I didn't put Yeasel on the loan list. John Flanagan was on it. Robinson, and also then Jay Spearing was on the transfer list. So obviously I felt that we could do with a fresh start, but obviously keeping the normal first big named players. So obviously you actually get transfer list for with offer for Reina. I think it was 6 million from AC Milan, but obviously didn't want to sell him. So obviously rejected him. And yeah, two headlines. How Jay Spearing is on the transfer list and Suso is on the loan list. Yeah. So nothing really big's been happening at the transfer window just at the moment. apart from that, Arsenal wanting to sign Benzema. So we do actually dive into the transfer window. Looking at Newcastle, I was thinking of getting a new right winger for Downing, but obviously I was comparing Gabi Bonlahor and Ben Arthur. Ben Arthur would have cost, I think it was 9 million, while Bonlahor was about 4, even possibly 5. So yeah, I wasn't going to take the risk on both of them. So no, that Ben Arthur might not go for 9 million, but Bonlahor won't play for that. Actually, it was 1.6 actually for Bonlahor. So we put a bid in for Nzogbia after only looking at Christian Benteke, who I was actually going to pull a bid in for, but obviously because he's already just signed for the club, then obviously he wouldn't move again. So we put in a 4.5 million in for Charles Nzogbia. So I was thinking of, yeah, we did actually put in a bid for Bonhart only because I just saw from the executive comments that he'd moved. So that kind of blew us out. So we was actually looking in Serie A and looking at AC Milan, just out of curiosity how much El Shaarawy was worth. He was actually worth 16 million. So I thought I won't get him just in case he doesn't perform to 16 million standard. Which obviously won't happen because obviously it's El Shaarawy. Then I looked at Balotelli, just seeing how much he was worth, and it turns out he was 20.5 million. And so diving further into the transfer window, well, trying to anyway, yeah. We did actually, Villa did accept the £4.5 million bid, and so just had to obviously send Nzogbia the contract. So that's the word I was looking for. So then we was gonna look in the Liga BBVA, but then obviously decided not to. So we do then look for Igo Aspas, and obviously this is where the FIFA retards decide to, let's just say, that they are doing what they usually do. Did you see there? 3 million or 5? I don't know. Pull a bid in for 6.2 million anyway, which did get, well, obviously you'll see what happens with that bid. And so Inter Milan were in talks with Lewandowski from Borussia Dortmund, so that's no surprise there. I thought Chelsea would have done the same. So yeah, Nzogbia did accept his contract, so he signed. And so yeah, they wanted 7 million, so an extra 800k. So I put a bid in 6.6, see if they'd lower their asking price and see the new arrival. So yeah, they didn't accept that. So we'll see in a minute what happens next in the story of Igo Aspas. They found that 6.6 unacceptable, so they asked for 9 million. You can't. So I just put in a bid of 7. So they changed. I upped my bid and upped it by 400k, but then they asked for 2 million more. So obviously, yeah. So Jay Spearman wanted me to change the squad. Inter Milan were actually wanting Luis Suarez. So just making a few changes now. Shelby for Zogbia. Suarez stuck on the bench for Barini. Asaidu actually started, and then Lucas went on for Coutinho, and Coutinho and Zogbia swapped places, so Nzogby was the more defensive midfielder, and so Barini went on the bench, and Joe Allen went on for, I don't know who it was. So obviously, now we're gonna be going into the pre-season friendlies. This one was against Levante, and so we won 3-0 courtesy of goals from Joe Allen and Daniel Sturridge. Well, with Sturridge with 2. So next one, so Celta Vigo did accept the 7 million for Aspas, so obviously just sent him the contract offer. So now we're moving on to the next we got 2 bids for Andy Carroll from Bordeaux. I wanted 7, I asked for 8, and so you'll see what happens. Then we got Inter Milan offering 20.5 million for Luis Suarez. So I thought, if Suarez wants to leave, then and if he asks me to leave, then I won't stand in his way. I'll just find the right price. As Bordeaux did actually go ahead with the 8 million that I asked for Carroll. So, is it Validad, I think, is who we played, and we obviously went a goal down. We ended up winning from Asadi and Coutinho goals. So we did stick Lucas Leiva on the transfer list, the other alteration I had. So the next pre-season friendly, and after this one is where this episode will finish, is against Hamburg. So we got bids in for Lucas Leiva, 7.5 asked for him from Caligari, mostly going Johnson from Lille for 3.7. And so Aspas joined. There has actually been loads of surprise transfers. David Rees was wanted by Aston Villa, as Andy Carroll will not be joining Bordeaux. Lee Griffiths from Wolves went to Spurs. What else? That's it really. No other club ones. We got a bid from Suarez from Real Madrid for 21.5 million, but obviously we said no. And so Hamburg, we did win 2-0. Stuart Downing though did get injured and is out for 2 months with a collateral ligament injury. And so that's